finding my idea of freedom and flow itself is first informed by who I am at this moment. And as I keep saying that it is that space that we create for ourselves as women, which is a fecund space for propelling creativity, for doing whatever we want to do. It's very important that we find that oasis for ourselves before we flow. And as a dancer, even more so, I believe that immersion in the arts, especially a performative, somatic practice like dance, gives you the ability to be in the moment, moving in that moment, and also moving that moment. And that is a space of great creativity. It's a space of fearlessness, and it's a space which is about complete unfettered flow. And to me, that would be owning my freedom and flowing. So very early on in my life, I had this incident which I still quote as one of the pillars of my beliefs, which was I had decided I didn't want to be a dancer by the time I was like 18, because I was born in a family of artists and everyone expected me to be one. And so I went to this American dance festival and signed up for an improvisation class. And the teacher over there said, take your index finger and create 30 movements out of it, at least 10. And we thought she was off a rocker. We were all dressed in our leotards, waiting to dance, and here she's saying, your index finger. So even if you were to try it, so you would do, 1, 2, 3, and then after some time you saturate. And that's when you start to create something really different. But anyway, I went and demonstrated, and she said, you're a choreographer. And then she said something which was like a Zen whack in the head for me. She said, with 3 joints in your body, if you could create so many movements, imagine all the different joints in your body, the permutations, combinations. Will you ever be short of creating movement? And I took that a step forward, saying, will I ever be short of creating? I am the choreographer of my life. I will choreograph my life as I wish to. And I think that was like a Zen whack in the head, that incident. And there was another thing, which is my mother, my guru too, who said to me, are you ready to choose creative satisfaction over monetary benefits? And you know what? That frees you up. It frees you up when you say, you know what, I'm going to choose creativity. I'm going to choose to create my own life. And that itself is a moment that propels freedom, propels a flow into the choreography of your lives. Dance is a composite form, right? And it doesn't exist in isolation. So I'm constantly looking at collaborative thought, of collaborations, of bringing elements together. There's always this flow, this cross-illumination of thought, of ideologies, of artistry and cross-pollination. And it also opens me up to the fact that dance allows us limitless possibilities. So, my personality is of somebody who believes in being open, porous constantly, rather than becoming reductive and existing in our own silos and echo chambers. So dance allows me that, to be free and to be able to dialogue with and with other streams, other knowledge streams, other thoughts, to take my dance into areas of healing, of creativity, education, empowerment, what have you. So absolutely, I couldn't have been in a better space in terms of what I chose to be my passion and my career, to go with this flow and to create a flow too. I think as women, all of us are always available to others, right? And we all need to find this oasis I spoke about earlier, a very, very potent space from where to propel our flow. So we need to reclaim our lives first of all, right? And then own it. Yeah, take responsibility for whatever it is that we want. And I would say to every woman out there, we live in an age of stereotypes. Own your distinction, own your originality, and then see how powerful that combination is. I think also this time of the pandemic that we've all been through as a shared experience, all of us felt this visceral need to reboot, recalibrate, and to connect. In order to do that, we've all had to sometimes forcibly get to know each other and ourselves. So, as I was saying earlier, a lot of us have not just reinvented ourselves as women, we've also realigned our intent. And I hope that every woman listening out there has found the purpose and realized the strength that each of us has in order to create our flow in this dance of life. So I would go with reclaiming our space. I would go with owning our distinction, and third is to be creative and fearless at every moment after we realign our intent. I love the whole Libera collection, especially this piece that I'm wearing. So it's got diamonds and tourmalines and rock cut crystals and set in rose gold. So it has that lovely subtlety about it also. At the same time, it's very dramatic, it's very theatrical. It reminds me of walking into these opera houses, very opulent, dramatic, all the colors and the lights, but very Art Nouveau. And I feel that it has motifs of different cultures. So it's got a certain, motifs of Persian, Indian design motifs. At the same time, it's got also this European feel to it. It could belong to any space and still have a cultural reference to it. So, which is what I love. And I think as Indian women, we always balance tradition and modernity in our lives and ideology and how we dress, right? So I'm wearing this with a sari now, but I can easily imagine teaming this with a white shirt, or if I'm going out with a nice evening gown, it goes with anything at all. So I like the versatility of it, and like I said earlier, I'm not the cookie cutter type, so it's just fabulous because you can team it with so many things, and every day we feel very differently. It's like Alice when she was asked by the rabbit, who are you? And she said, when I got up this morning, I knew who I was, but I've changed ever since. So I think as women, we are different every day, and our jewelry should sort of resonate that, and we should be able to pick and choose and wear it with whatever we want to. So I think this particular piece is just fabulous. I would say reclaim your authentic self in order to dance your unique flow.